All right. Thank you guys so much for being on live. And I'm really glad that I started the recording after Jen Fuji called me something and not before. My name's Ellen, and you guys are all on my team somewhere. And tonight we are going to talk about before and after Emerald Rank. That's the name of this quick lesson tonight. I do value your time so much and promise not to ramble. If I look like I'm reading notes, it's because I am, because I don't want to waste your time. So first, I just wanted to thank you again and highlight the fact that the sneak peek that we're doing right now, is that Beth? Hi, Beth. The sneak peek that we're doing right now is a 5-day Facebook group that started today, and it has like 120 people in it. Like, it's ridiculous. I would have been really, really, really excited if there were like 25 people in it. So it's awesome. I've already heard from Emily today that someone that she invited has already reached out to her and said, I'm ready to do this thing. So this is definitely something that we are going to continue to do. Jen Fuji and I are going to start the next one together. That doesn't mean that any of you can't do your own. That just means that I just reached out to her, and we're gonna do one, and we're sort of brainstorming on which ones of you we're gonna attack for videos. But that sneak peek is huge. Basically, it's a 5-day look into our business. Each day has a topic and a video from a coach. So awesome way to prospect for people on your list. Okay, so the topic is before and after Emerald Rank. When I was at my first summit 2 years ago in Vegas, one of the speakers made the comment that, and she was like a 15-star diamond, made the comment that Emerald Rank is the biggest game changer of them all, which is kind of funny when it goes so far beyond, the company goes so far beyond Emerald Rank. It was really interesting that the speaker said that Emerald Rank is the biggest game changer, and it really truly is. Not that you won't and don't earn more money the further you rank advance, because you will and you do, but it is true that on so many levels, Emerald Rank is the game changer. So what is Emerald Rank? Emerald Rank is simply when you yourself have an active business center. By the way, you probably want to take notes tonight. So if you need to grab a pen and paper. An Emerald Rank is when you yourself have 50 personal volume points. And when you have a coach on your right leg and your left leg that you have personally sponsored, and they each are active, meaning they each have 50 personal volume points. I think everyone on this call knows that a bag of Shakeology is 90 personal volume points. So presumably our coaches are consuming our #1 product. Presumably they're plenty active with their own Shakeology order. So if you're new or you're listening to the recording and you're new, and you're new coach and you're going to sign up coaches, it's really important that you speak with your upline about where to place them to make sure you don't end up placing 2 coaches on your left leg, for example, or 2 coaches on your right leg, for example. There's a way to set placement, and placement matters. So that's how you achieve Emerald Rank. Some of you are about to go Emerald this Thursday. So Wednesday night, our company kind of shuts down. By the way, don't look in your back office on a Wednesday night because everything looks wonky in there on a Wednesday night. They're kind of shutting things down and tabulating all the numbers. And then And then Thursday morning is when we get paid and when you officially see rank advancements happen. So Emerald rank is significant because it changes your compensation plan in a subtle way, but a significant way. So let me actually address that later. Comp plan. That'll fit on my outline a little bit better later. So once you're Emerald rank, you can turn on customer leads. So you can be part of Team Beachbody's lead program. So how you do that is you need to make sure that you have a bio on your Team Beachbody page. It can be really brief, like, hi, my name's Chriselle, and I live in Oregon, and I care about health and fitness. I mean, it can be 3 sentences long, but something needs to fill that bio space. And then you need a picture of your face in there. You also need a before picture. And I've heard a lot of coaches say, I don't want to do a before picture. So it doesn't have to be like a bikini shot. It can be your face again. It can be a profile picture. You just need some photo of yourself in that before slot. You also need a club membership. So a club membership does cost you money. It's $39 every quarter year. And you might have to upgrade to get a club membership. So let me just say all that again. You need a picture of your face in your profile. You need a bio about yourself, and you need a before picture, and you need the club membership. Once you've done those 4 things, and some of you vet coaches, if I leave something out, when I unmute you, I really want you to make sure I don't leave any holes in this. So once you have those 4 things in place, you will be part of the customer lead program, which means Beachbody is going to start giving you a lead every week or so. Sometimes I get as many as 3 leads in a week, sometimes 2, sometimes 1. So let me tell you what a customer lead is. A customer lead, you know, when you go in your back office, your Coach Online office, and it tells you that you have 1 new customer or you have 2 new customers, when you click on that and you open it up, it's going to say one of 3 things. It's going to say they either came from my site, which means you know them and they ordered from your personal website because you asked them to. Or it's going to say customer lead. Is that right? Yeah, customer lead, the customer lead program. Or it's going to say success program. So let me talk about each of those. The My Site just means they're your friend. They ordered through you, you get the commission. If they order through, if it says customer lead, it means they were hand given to you. They could live anywhere in the country. They could live in Canada. And it'll tell you where they're from and what their phone number is and what their address, email address is and what they ordered. You don't get commission off of that order. So it usually says that they ordered like Brazil butt lift or whatever they ordered. And then they are hooked into you though. They're knitted to your site for any future orders. You see my fingernails? Okay, they're distracting me. The bling on them distracted me. So they're hooked into you for any customer order or any future orders. And why is that so important? Well, I've been a coach for 2.5 years and I have almost 500 customers now. Very, 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 very few of those 500 are friends of mine that ordered through my store. They were given to me. So what do you think happens when PiYo comes out in June? PiYo came out. What happens when P90 comes out? What happens when the 21-day fix came out? What's going to happen when 21-day fix extreme comes out? What's going to happen when Insanity Max 30 comes out? I have 500 customers. Some of them are going to buy those programs. And so my commission, you know, is huge. So that's why building those customers from all over the country matters, and they're just evenly disseminated among all Emerald and higher coaches evenly. So it doesn't matter if I'm a diamond and someone else is an emerald, we're going to get the exact same amount of leads. I won't get more if I'm a diamond or a star diamond than if you're a ruby or an emerald. We all get the same amount. They're just evenly and randomly disseminated to emerald and higher coaches. Okay. So write down any questions if you have any, because I'll open it up in a moment. Now let's talk about Success Club leads, because when you click on you have a new customer, or you click on your customers and you see that they either ordered from your site or they're part of the Success program, the customer lead program, or it's going to say Success program. So I had a customer today that I looked and it said I had a new customer, and it said that it was a Success customer, and it says that she is a Shakeology Home Direct customer. That's a Success Club lead that I got. And I'll tell you that she's on Home Direct, which means I will, if she stays on Home Direct for a year, that's about $400 of monthly commissions that I'm going to get. $400 off one of those leads. And that's from making Success Club last month. So, and with Success Club leads, you do get instant commission. You do reap the financial benefit immediately. So how to get Success Club? Success Club you can achieve when you're not Emerald, but it doesn't super duper pay off until you are Emerald. So once Emerald, when you achieve Success Club points and you hit Success Club 5, that's when you're going to be guaranteed to get into this pool of leads. If you hit Success Club 10, you're going to get double the amount. And again, they're randomly and automatically disseminated through all Success Club 5 and 10 point earners. So sometimes you'll get 1 a month, sometimes you'll get 2 a month, but those are instant money, and those are always going to be Shakeology customers or Ultimate Reset customers. That's instant money, and it's potentially residual. So again, I hit Success Club last month. I'm going to get $400 off this lady that lives in like Idaho, or I don't even remember where she lives. Okay, so you earn a Success Club point by selling a Shakeology Home Direct order. You earn 2 points if you sell a challenge pack. And you earn a point if you sign up a coach, but I think they have to be active. Fuji, no, they have to be a Shakeology Home Direct. Let me unmute.
We do not get a point for signing up a coach, only if they're a coach and we do a Home Direct with it, or we do a coach and it's a challenge pack. But if you just sign up a coach with nothing, there is.
Okay. I'm gonna mute again. Okay, thank you. Oh, by the way, you guys can unmute yourselves if you want. I didn't realize that. Okay, so that's great information. So it really doesn't matter then if they're signing up as a coach or not, because it's gonna be 2 points if they're a challenge pack either way, 1 point if they're on Shakeology Home Direct either way, correct? Yeah, okay. So, all right, let's see. When I receive a lead, whether it's a Success Club lead or a customer lead, I follow up with them. One thing I do is I stalk them on Facebook. I look them up and I see, like, am I going to be emailing or reaching out to an athlete? You know, you can tell a lot by looking at someone's Facebook cover photo. Am I going to be reaching out to someone who looks like they're overweight? I mean, who am I emailing here, and what did they order? So I do stalk them on Facebook. I know that's a little creepy. I might even send them a friend request. Although I've heard you can go to Facebook jail. I haven't been there, but I think Kara's been in jail a few times. Okay, so anyway, I'm careful about who I friend request, but I have been known to do it before, especially if I look at their page and I'm like, yeah, this person Chriselle, do you want to say something? No? Okay. I didn't know if you did. Okay, so then, okay, so you can also, on that note, if you're looking for someone on Facebook, if you type their email, which Beachbody gives you, into the search bar on Facebook, if their name is like John Smith and there's a million of them, you can put their email address in there. And if it is the email they use to create a Facebook account, it's going to show you, it's going to direct you to the exact person. Okay, so when I email my customer lead or my success lead, this is what I say. You're welcome to make it better. You're welcome to make it your own. You can write it down if you'd like. This is what I write them in an email. I say hi, and I put a smiley face, and that was taught to me because I guess you can't automate, like do an automated reply, which is really impersonal. I guess you can't do a smiley face with those. So I was taught in one of my first trainings that you should do a little smiley face in your email. Hi, and I put a smiley face, and I put their name. Okay, bye. You gotta go? I put their name. So I'll be like, hi, Susan. I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. The next thing I say is, no one's writing it down. Okay, I'll go faster then. Hi, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. My name is Ellen, and I live in Oregon. Beachbody pairs customers with coaches, and they have given you to me. I am here to support customers if they want it. Not everybody wants it. What are your goals? I'd love to hear from you. So let me read it again in its entirety because I want you to notice that it's very short. It's like 5 sentences. I end with a question because that will help elicit a response. And I'm not presuming that they want my help. I'm not forcing myself onto them because I say some customers want to hear from me and some don't. Okay, here it is again. Hi, whatever their name is, and a smiley face. I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. My name is Ellen, and I live in Oregon. Beachbody pairs customers with coaches, and they have given you to me. I am here to support customers if they want it. What are your fitness goals? I'd love to hear from you. So that is what I send them. I have that on one of my notes, my digital sticky notes, that I can just cut and paste it. If I happen to know that they ordered like vegan Shakeology, I might personalize it even more and say, are you vegan? Or if I see that they ordered Insanity, I might say, let me know when your Insanity arrives. You know, be sure to take your before pictures. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so back to how I reach out to them. You can e-card your customers. Depending on, I'm running out of time, I might show you how to do that. Sometimes your e-cards will end up in their spam folder, so just be aware of that. And some of your, if you email through your Beachbody back office, those often can get spam too, so it's better to email them through your personal email account than to email them through your Beachbody back office. I have not done this, but it is my plan because I've heard that it's a good thing to do. I'm going to start texting them because 20% of people don't check their email, and everyone now texts. So we're provided with their phone number. I'm going to start texting that message to them, and I'll let you guys know if I get a better response. Okay, almost done here. So back to Emerald Rank, changing your compensation plan. So until you have Emerald Rank, you are limited to your ability to make sales. So you're limited to just the 25% commission you make. But once you're Emerald Rank, you have this whole new compensation plan opened up. Not only do you have the customer leads, which grows your business in and of itself, and not only can you make Success Club and get success leads, which are instant money and often residual income, but the big thing is you now can make cycle bonuses. And the thing about cycle bonuses is they start so small. So just know that as you anticipate receiving them, they start with $14. Your cycle bonuses start small because once you're Emerald, you are a team builder. You have a team. Even if it's like your husband and your mom, you have a team. You have a team. If it's your husband and your best friend, it's still your team of 2 people. So as orders, which as you know have points associated with them, you know, Shakeology is 90 points and Recovery Drink is 45 points and challenge packs are this many points, and the points start to accumulate on your little tiny team of 2 people. And you will start receiving, and I'll go over this in depth on another call. I will go under this. It's like rocket science. I'm going to go over it. It takes hearing about it 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 times, I think, to grasp this comp plan. But it's ingenious, and it starts tiny with these little tiny $14 bonuses. And if you are consistent and you keep doing the vital behaviors, your team will grow. And as your team grows and sprouts roots, and they have their own little teams growing and or their own customer bases starting to happen, those cycle bonuses become very big, huge, 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 huge. So that's the endurance money. There's sprint money in the beginning, which is your ability to make some sales, but then the company has this plan for endurance for long-term money. So just know that. And that if you ever lose your Emerald rank, which can happen, it can happen even if you're awesome, it can happen to you. If one of your coaches goes inactive or stops their order or something, because maybe they were stockpiling Shakeology, they got too much of it, or one of their coaches had to pause their order, you can lose your rank. And if you lose your rank, one of the major bummers is that I just had a conversation with Jen Embers about this. You will lose the points, your team points on your right and left leg, they go into a bank every week. What you don't use goes into a bank each week. And it's called carryover points. And you will lose those, those banks get emptied out if you lose your rank. So it's just important to keep tabs on your coaches, and again, know their why and know where they're at and know how they're doing, and be a good leader, even if it's your best friend and your husband, because you don't want to lose that rank. Okay, so let's see. Another thing I wanted to say about Emerald is don't be discouraged if you're not there yet. For some people, it can take a long time. It depends on you. It depends also on who is in your world and what's going on in their lives. So don't be discouraged. It might take someone months and months and months to get that rank, and others it might take, a couple of weeks. So it's not good to compare ourselves to other people. Okay, let me see if there's anything else really important. Okay, I would say Emeralds, if you're Emerald already and you're listening to this call, be consistent with how you follow up with your customer leads, whether you do it every day, you keep on top of it, or whether you just like every Thursday morning, that's when you email everybody. Be consistent. Also, Emeralds, just go for Diamond. Go for Diamond. Go for Diamond, forget Ruby, just set your sights on Diamond and make a mad dash for it. That's when your cycle bonuses start to be really big, once you're up in that Diamond area. Okay, then we're doing some push groups in November. I'm gonna unmute here. We're gonna do some push groups. I'm gonna do a Emerald to Diamond push, and Fuji, you're gonna do a coach to Emerald push, I think. I'm confused on what Brian's doing. I don't know if Brian's doing anything. Hold on, how do I unmute? Okay, unmute. Okay, what's the plan?
What up?
What's our plan for November push groups?
I'm Coach Emerald.
Okay, Brian's coach to Emerald.
You're Emerald to Diamond.
I'm Emerald to Diamond.
Who just Coach Basic? Right?
I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'll do a combination with you if you want, Ellen. Hey,
Yeah,
can I
let's
just say,
do it together.
hey, okay, let's do that. I just want to say one thing on something that you said about once you rank advance, and I don't know who's listening. I don't know everybody's ranks, so I think though that when you become Emerald, the biggest switch is that becoming Emerald is about you and your ability to get people to sign up. But once you become Emerald, the race to Diamond, now it changes because now it's your ability to build a team and to find out what motivates and helps your coaches build teams. And that whole team cycle bonus is all about adding coaches and building your little dynasty. And that's the biggest difference. And that's the biggest game changer. It's no longer just about you. Like I can't make my coaches be me. I can't make them go Emerald in an hour. I have to help them and give them the tools that are going to allow them to sign up coaches and also to understand that they need to continue to build those coaches. Because I found out the hard way. I only had one coach on my left and I had like 5 on my right, and my one on my left went inactive one week, and I learned the hard way and freaked out. So I did lose my Emerald status for a week, and then that never happened again. So I think that's also really important when you become Emerald, is that it's no longer about your motivation. It's about your ability to motivate and build other people, because you really are truly a team builder. And to figure out how to become a good team builder is going to be how you get to Diamond, and how successfully that happens, and how fast or slow that happens.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think that's exactly why Beachbody starts to up their compensation plan, and they start to reward you more as you hit Emerald, because they're like, ding, 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 this person's a team builder, or at least potentially they have 2 coaches. Let's throw them some bones. This isn't just a discount coach. And so, yeah, it becomes about viewing yourself as a team builder and seeing your own leadership start to change.
There is a massive strategy that has to take place once you become an Emerald if you want to make money.
Yeah, yes. So if you need to be talking to your upline, and if your upline is not into the business, then you talk to me, because exactly what Brian just said. Strategy matters. Placement matters. You need to be, and it is such a complicated business at that point, and until you've really immersed your head in it for a while. It's complicated, and so talk to someone who knows where you should be placing your coaches to help you make the most money. Is that what you meant, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I'm even thinking about not even letting Angie order her Shakeology through her business, because she has enough customers. Her PV is high enough. I might as well have one of my coaches order that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Then I get more volume.
Right. Yes. Right.
And also, Brian taught me this. I didn't know this. If for those of you who have significant others, partners as a coach, like John Fuji, who did so well last week. I didn't know that once you reach the Success Club benefit, the points, I moved a bunch of my customers under John's Business Center, because then not only do I get the $33 residual commission, but now I'm also receiving the volume point. Thank you to PS.
Yeah, you can double dip.
Yeah.
It's like getting paid twice. Mm-hmm.
And now, Fuji, since John has all those customers, run his Shakeology through one of your coaches.
Oh, like Tia?
If she's under John, get more volume on that weak leg.
John's under her. She's head bitch on my left.
So
But I could,
Anyway, there's lots of strategy.
yeah, I was gonna say too that I know that often signing up as a coach and just paying for Shakeology yourself can be very expensive and daunting as you're starting out. But if and when you're able, definitely sign up your spouse or significant, or your partner or significant other, whoever will let you share an email with you and a credit card number with you. Sign them up because there isn't a successful coach in the company that I'm aware of to date that doesn't have someone, their significant other, their husband, their wife, whatever, sign up. Because for one, you really should, if and when you can, and I couldn't do this immediately, you need packets. You need to order Shakeology packets to give to people or to sell to people. Because a lot of people don't want to just buy a bag without ever trying it. So it's great to have packets. You will sell more if you have packets. And so if you order them through a spouse or significant other, then you have another active business center. You're halfway to Emerald. And then you only have to make your mom or your best friend sign up.
but also make sure that they know what leg to put that significant other under.
On their weak side. Yes. Talk to your upline about where to put them. Because what Jen Fuji and Brian are talking about is you can run additional orders sometimes through that person and double dip. You'll get the commission and you'll get the cycle bonus. And I know that might sound foreign, like a foreign concept to you, but you have someone that'll walk you through it, including me. So, all right,
Cool.
guys. Any other questions? Comments?
Good
Amira,
job.
good to see you.
Thank you, honey.
Chriselle, good to see you too. And Jen, stay away from Chicago style pizza. The grease will drip down your forearm.
I will.
So, Ellen, are you going to name the next group Diamond Pole Dancer?
I love it, yeah.
Can Brian be part of the Diamond Pole Dancers? I think he'd be good.
We need more balls on this team.
Yeah!
I'm still recording.